Hello everybody, Segvi here. Welcome to the final episode. In the last episode, we went to the clock tower and played Oath of Order, which got the giants to stop the moon from falling. But turns out the moon is in fact Majora. Alright, Majora was using Skull Kid as a puppet the entire time. Alright, while on the moon, we played hide and seek with a few kids here wearing the masks of the previous bosses we fought. And now all that's left is Majora himself. All alone. Let's go speak to him. Everyone has gone away, haven't they? Will you play with me? Sure. You don't have any masks left, do you? If you come here and you still have masks, he'll say that they're all weak masks. However, if you gave your masks away to the other kids before speaking to Majora, this will happen. Well, let's do something else. Let's play good guys against bad guys. Yes, let's play that. For that, we get the Fierce Deity mask. Could this mask's dark powers be as bad as Majora? Let's try it on. Are you ready? You are the bad guy. And when you are bad, you just run. That's fine, right? Well, shall we play? This mask we get for using all the other masks, the Fierce Deity. Not much is known about this mask, but it supposedly is as powerful, if not stronger, than Majora. And supposedly its powers are even darker. You end up in this beautiful room, which has a bit of a blurry effect to it when you move the camera around. Jesus Christ. Playing the End of the World theme. It's actually a very beautiful room, and on the other side, waiting for us, is Majora. Majora's Mask. Let's use this power against it. This week, transform into the Fierce Deity, where we are probably the most powerful thing in the game. Remember your battles. When something resists, it would deflect your weapons. What was its backside usually like? So, Fierce Deity can fire beams from its sword, and it does ridiculous damage. We're already in the second phase of the first phase of the fight. The other boss mask will come out to attack us. One swing is enough to kill them. If you hold out your shield, you will instead use your sword to block. Let's destroy Majora. Stab it! Now for the second phase. Majora Incarnation. Now, I don't want to attack Majora for a bit, because look at what this thing does. It runs around like a madman, does pirouettes. Plays this really weird music, does the moonwalk. Like, what is this thing supposed to be? It will occasionally attack, but does this weird chicken-like dance. It's making chicken-like noises. Like, what is this form supposed to be or represent? Is it supposed to represent, like, people who have gone insane and gone mad with Majora's power? Or is its power so great that it drives itself into madness? It does the Cossack! Like, look at it! What is this thing supposed to be? This is by far one of the most weirdest Zelda bosses ever. Now, you're fighting this thing as normal Link. This thing is a pain in the ass to hit because it's so fast. Even as Fierce Deity, but if you hit it once, you make it drop in the ground and you can beat it up. And time for Majora to change into its final form. Majora's Wrath. Now watch out for those binds because it gives it ridiculous lane, but if you have the Fierce Deity, you can easily destroy it. But while we're fighting, Majora says that this mask is the bad guy, so presumingly that this mask was used to either defeat Majora in the past and imprison it, or it was made by the same people and its power is far greater than Majora's, so it considers it a threat. And probably either hope that Link would be consumed by its power, or just wants Link to become the Fierce Deity so it can destroy it. But with that, we have destroyed Majora's Mask instead. Dawn of a new day. Ah, he's awake. You guys, you hadn't forgotten about me. You still thought of me as your friend. Did you save me? I thought they didn't want to be friends with me. But they hadn't forgotten about me. Friends are nice things to have. Could you be my friend too? You have the same smell as the fairy kid who taught me that song in the woods. So this line of text right here, it is implied that Skull Kid here is the very same Skull Kid from Ocarina of Time. As in Ocarina of Time, there's a lone Skull Kid you can play Saria's song to and also give him the Skull Mask. So this is implied to be the same Skull Kid. I know, let's do something. Oh, so the evil has left the mask after all. Well now, I finally have it back. Since I am in the midst of my travels, I must bid you farewell. Shouldn't you be returning home as well? Whenever there is a meeting, a parting is sure to follow. However, that parting need not last forever. Whenever a parting be forever or merely for a short time, that is up to you. With that, please excuse me. But my, you sure have managed to make quite a number of people happy. The mass you have are filled with happiness. This is truly a good happiness. And he just fades away. So there's been a lot of theories on that mask salesman, as a lot of people believe he's not just a normal person and that he must be some sort of entity. As he specifically wants to leave the town when the world wants to end, and what he says there. So it's implied that he knows more than what he's saying. Well, the both of us have gotten what we were after, so this is where you and I part ways, isn't it? You know, it was kind of fun. Well, it's almost time for the carnival to begin. So why don't you just leave and go about your business? The rest of us have a carnival to go to. Link! Thank you. And that is the ending to Majora's Mask. So my thoughts on this game. This is a really great game, especially since this game was made by the director in, I think it was a span of a year, because they originally wanted to make this game for the Nintendo Disk Drive, which was a huge failure. But anyway, yeah, definitely one of the darker Zelda games, although I think Twilight Princess is much more darker than this. So here we get to see what everybody's up to. We can see that Mikau is there, or at least someone that looks like Mikau. They're playing their song at the carnival. Yeah, that can't be Mikau, so he's dead. So I guess they got somebody that ironically looks like us, or looks like Mikau. Like, I don't know if Mikau had like a twin brother or something. But yeah, we're seeing how the lives of everyone we helped is affected. Here we're flying over Ikala. Oh, I love this. I love that. The pirates go off, so the pirate leader's like, onward, see treasure! Then they turn around and she ran to the other side of the boat. It's like, no, what are you doing? Treasure is that way! I love that part of the ending. They're like, nope, fuck that. We know better. We're not doing that again. We learn our lesson. And here, we can see that the souls of the king's lackeys and the king himself are still here for some reason, as they endlessly argue. You can see that the Deku Queens got together with the monkey, and the Dekus are all happy. Yeah, so it's implied that because we had all those masks, basically everything we did once we broke the cycle basically came true. Here we can see the postman. Now he's free to live his life however he wants. No longer bound to a schedule. You can see the dancing girls performing their new dance at the carnival. Hopefully it will be a big hit. fulfilling the wish of the dead of Kamo as well. Here we see all the great fairies that we helped. Sutoro, oh, okay, I did not know Sutoro Iwata was, or, that wasn't Iwata, wasn't it? No. Here we see the Romani sisters together. She's practicing her archery skills for the next time those aliens come. And she's doing extremely well from what the looks of it. So yeah, this is definitely a great game. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend playing it. If you have the Nintendo Online expansion, you can easily play this on SNO. If you have a 3DS, then I would recommend playing the 3DS version unless that gets a port somewhere. We can see Goro with all of his chickens that we made grow up, as they are clipping through him. You can see the Indiegogos playing again, and Goemon watching them, as they were his inspiration for joining the entertainment business. We can see the swordsmith is here. And, what's his name, playing his songs, with surrounded by chickens. Here in Color Canyon, we see Pera with her father. However, oh, not yet, quite yet. Now, here's a very touching one. We get to see Cafe's and Anju's wedding, where they can officially be married. Now, this is interesting because from this point, because we're actually seeing this from Cafe's point of view, and we don't get to actually see Cafe at all. So we don't know if Cafe had returned to being an adult or if he's still a child. Super Mario Club, and there's Tingle bringing out confetti for the wedding. Yeah, so it's left up to the viewers' interpretation if Cafe returned to normal or not. However, our journey was not a happy one, as there were still people who were lost. Those who lost their lives before we got here, or during our time here, could not be saved, such like the Deku's son, Darmani the war hero, and Mikau. But hopefully their wishes are fulfilled and they can live and they can rest in peace as we continue our journey to hopefully find Navi and eventually return to Hyrule. With that, I'll end the episode here in this ending, and I'll see you for whatever my next project is, as we end off with a lovely drawing made by presumably Skull Kid of him with Link. I'll see you for my next project. Later.